championship. I think it's fair to say that Catalina made a remarkable contribution to the success of the average during the second month. At the later stages, of course, it was used for air-sea rescue. And there we see that the boats now being displaced. You can see how they would drastically raise the airframe drag. He's mentioning air-sea rescue. This is, of course, how this aircraft is configured. It's configured as what's called an OA-10A, which was one of the relatively small number of Catalina made available to the US Army Air Forces, specifically the 8th Air Force here in East Anglia, towards the very end of World War II. I believe there is a desire to have aircraft of this type as part of the 8th Air Force.
Yeah, I'll put
it down. In the waters off the UK, but aircraft simply haven't been available because of the need for another theatres. That then changed, and the 5th Emergency Rescue Squadron stationed at Airfield was the recipient. The colours on this aircraft are those of that squadron, an aircraft known as Wilson Pickup. That's the name that the company for me. Those are on the side of the aeroplane. This year, apart from the other anniversaries we were talking about, also the 80th anniversary of the mission that is this pickup's most fame on the 30th of March that year. It was flying over the call sign Teamwork 75, landed on the water as part of a rescue sortie. Other aircraft on the programme, but we're waiting to see how things develop. See if it will be possible to put on next. So, away from us. Righty-ho! It's Red Arrow's time pretty much, and so for the final time, it's my pleasure to hand over to Squadron Leader Graeme Muscat.
Good afternoon, Duxford, flying finale. I am Squadron Leader Graeme Muscat, Red 10, Team Supervisor with the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team in the Red Arrow. It's an absolute honour and a pleasure to be here today at Duxford. We're extremely grateful to every single one of you that have come around all day, battle against the weather and the wind and the rain to allow us to put on our final show for 2025. As you all know, we're playing my final time in 2025 Again, I'll give you more information about the team, about the work with us, and again, one of the most important jobs I have is to get your eyes into the correct skies and see the second of the action. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the final finale, please put your hands together for 2025. Arriving in formation, you can see there's actually only 8 aircraft today. Unfortunately, we had one of the aircraft have a technical malfunction, but we can still put on a fantastic display for you today here at Duxford 2025. And of course, we arrived in our famous red, white and blue. Red 1 makes the call, Red 6 and 7 sit behind, Red 1, Red 8 and 9 sit on trail. For arguably one of the most popular, if not the most popular manoeuvre the Red Arrows fly. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, from the front right, get your cameras ready. It's tornado time! Reds 8 and 9 roll go. The abort call is made by Reds 9 as Reds 8 and 9 roll around the smoke of the rest of the formation. But watch that colour change as Red 1 brings them down the line. For those in the centre of the airfield, you can see 6, you can see 8, you can see 9 for the second of our newest manoeuvres for 2025. Get your cameras ready, because hiding in the smoke of Red 6 is Red 7 in the Tempest. Once again, Red 6 and 8 to our left-hand side, Red 7 and 9 to our right-hand side. The synchro pair complete their derrick turn. They'll pull up to approximately 1,000 feet. They'll turn hard back towards the display line for their final manoeuvre of the show. Each aircraft will again dive down to only 100 feet above the airfield. They'll have that closing speed of over 800 miles per hour. Each aircraft will form a power roll. They'll cross in the middle, wingtip to wingtip, only 30 metres, 100 feet, before rolling inverted to complete their manoeuvre known as the crossbow. Duxford, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for the final time in 2025, put your hands together for the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team. It's the Red Arrow! see Hannah now joining reds 1, 2, 3 and 4. Again, get your cameras ready for that final fly pass of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, from our right, it's the 2025